all things scriptural.
Is a loved one struggling with daily tasks or needing extra support? Complete Caregiving Home Care offers compassionate and reliable in-home care services, from personal care to light housekeeping. Our trained caregivers. Introducing Our Vibes Cleaning Services. Clean as
CKR Ministries present Lift Up Your Praise album and book launch, happening Saturday, August 24, 2024 at 6 p.m. Citadel International Church, Edmonton, Canada, featuring Crystal.
Center 118, a fully licensed hair salon, offers
Higher Ground Gospel Radio, reaching you at the highest mountain and the lowest valley this Saturday inside Live with Pastor Edmonton. Get ready for Come Worship the King on April 6, 2024. Hosted by MR Productions. Come and experience the ultimate night.
Center 118, a fully licensed hair salon offering hair and scalp treatment and variety of chemical services like relaxers and curl treatment, also specializing in natural hair care, offering hair extensions, trending locks, and braids. Located at 6411 118 Avenue, or call and make an appointment at 780-471-2919. Center 118, if your hair is not becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Mention this ad and get 15% off. Services offered.
Is a loved one struggling with daily tasks or needing extra support? Complete Caregiving Home Care offers compassionate and reliable in-home care services, from personal care to light housekeeping. Our trained caregivers provide individualized support. Let us help your loved one maintain independence and dignity in the comfort of their home. We offer the most affordable in-home care services in town. Contact Complete Caregiving Home Care today to schedule a free consultation. Call us now, 825-966-9837, or email us at info@completecaregivinghomecare.ca. Complete Caregiving Home Care, nurturing hearts, empowering lives, compassionate support for you and your loved ones. Introducing Our Vibes Cleaning Services. Clean as a whistle. Are you tired of harsh chemicals lingering in your homes, putting your family and pets at risk? Look no further. Our eco-friendly cleaning services use only natural and sustainable products to ensure a safe and healthy environment for your loved ones. Trust us to bring the Ira Vibes to your home. Contact us today to schedule your appointment. Visit our website, iravibes.ca. Email info@iravibes.ca or call 825-202-7158. Opening hours Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or on Saturdays 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Let us bring the positivity and freshness of Ira Vibes Cleaning Services to your home. Book now and breathe easy.
CKR Ministries present Lift Up Your Praise album and book launch, happening Saturday, August 24, 2024 at 6 p.m. Citadel International Church, Edmonton, Canada, featuring Crystal Reed. Come on now. The prodigal son from the USA.
Let me describe him. Jesus bigger than the mountain, bigger than the hills, bigger than the doctor, bigger than the pills.
Jai Kingston from Jamaica.
Complete cleansing, Lord. It was not just hands and feet.
And many more Edmonton local artists. Admission $40 free, so $45 at the door. Tickets available at eventbrite.com or call 780-271-5074. CDs and books will be on sale. You just can't afford to miss this.
Get ready for the D2 conference coming to Overcomers Pentecostal Church in Edmonton, June 7th to 8th, under the theme, Go Build, Nehemiah 2 verse 8. Join Chairman Pastor Clive Atkinson, Diocesan Bishop Barrington Smith, and dynamic speakers, which includes Suffragan Bishop Houghton Morris on Friday at 7 p.m., Saturday at 12:15 p.m., teaching sessions for leaders and youth on responding to the call to build with host Pastor Vinroy Anderson and Minister Tyrone Reed. Then join Minister Craig Irish for the final session on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. 2 power-packed days of teaching, worship, and fellowship. Live streaming on the Canada District Council Facebook page and YouTube channel. Be a part of the D2 conference, June 7th to 8th at Overcomers Pentecostal Church, 6015 184th Street, Edmonton. See you there.
Are you feeling hopeless, disappointed, even unfulfilled in your relationship? Whether you're single, engaged, married, separated, or divorced, from the beginning of time, this one thing is for sure. Couples have wrestled in their relationships, and now more than ever, the family is being attacked. From finance, communication, infidelity, incompatibility, it is hard to push past these barriers. With this book, Relationship Barriers, you are sure to be equipped when you learn the principles that will bulletproof your union and take your relationship to a whole new level, where love, joy, peace, and understanding is your ever after.
Join us on June 15th at 1 p.m. MST on HGG Radio for the book launch, Relationship Barriers, Spiritual and Natural, with author Novia Nisha Hudson. Don't miss it.
All right, you hear it, you hear it, you hear it. So join us on the 15th for this book launch. And of course, sitting in the studio with me on this morning is the lady herself. My God, this morning we're getting ready to go live. We're getting ready to go live.
HGG Radio. Radio.
Lord, I wanna say I love you. Lord, I wanna say I thank you. Giving all the praise to you, 'cause you won't alone. Sometimes there's no one above you. Lord, I wanna say I love you. Lord, I wanna say I thank you. Giving all the praise to you, 'cause you won't alone. Sometimes there's no one above you.
Thank you for life eternally. Through your tender mercies I don't live. If it wasn't for your unconditional love.
All right. Joining us at this time is Lady Nisha. Let me see.
Morning.
All right, here we go. Good morning.
Good morning, Pastor Clive.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm so happy to be here. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. I had a little bit of technical difficulty this morning. I jump up late.
I bet.
I've been,
Yes.
ever since the surgery that I had, I used to wake up like from 5:30, 6 o'clock. But it put me into this little lazy place where I'm waking up at 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm trying to get back into routine so I can get back to my early morning. Well, during the week, I'm fine. It's just on a Saturday, it feels just like that's the only day I really get to sleep in, because on Sundays, I wake up early because I need to cook. I usually cook on a Sunday. So I'm always trying to be up to do that before we go off to church. But But here we are. We have a few minutes to talk about your book. I know that you were with Pastor Odette on Monday, last week Monday.
Yes.
And how was that?
Yes.
How was that with Pastor Odette? I know that.
Oh, it was absolutely a wonderful experience being in the studio. I got to see her do her thing. She's so great. She's so natural at it, and she just awesome job. It was a great experience. I love the vibe of being in the studio in HGG studio. Yes, it was lovely.
Wow, 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 wow. That's good. That's good. That's good. And I know that she did take good care of you. And of course, you would recommend other persons for who has book launch and new song releases and stuff like that. That's what we do
Yeah,
right here at HEG Radio. So we
yeah,
want to thank you for choosing Higher Ground Gospel Radio for your
yeah,
book launch. And of course, we have your book launch coming up on the 15th of this month, which is June 15th. And of course, we're looking forward to have you in studio again for the book
yeah.
launch. So we're telling the listeners, if you have not yet get a copy of her book, she's going to talk about it a little bit right now and the reason why you need to get it. Well, I didn't read the entire thing. I read synopses of it because of my busy schedule. But I believe that every person, whether you're married or single, or trying to get married, or before you get married, should have a copy of this book. That's the vibes that I'm getting. That's the vibes I'm getting. So we want
Yes.
you to go ahead and talk about your book a little bit and why persons must come out on that day to get a copy. Let's talk about the singleness. Let's talk about the being a broken relationship. Let's talk about it. Go ahead.
Yes, yes. So everybody, please. I wrote this book. This book was inspired, just to help people to navigate the different parameters of being in a relationship. We learn about many things as we grow up. We go to school. We learn about education. We learn about different disciplines. But the one thing that I noticed that society doesn't really take the time to talk about and to teach us is about relationships and how to function in those relationships. So this book is for anyone, especially if you're thinking about getting married or if you know someone who is contemplating taking that next step in their life. Till death we do part, which is a very big deal. We hear it, it sounds so cliche. Everybody gets ready for the wedding day, but not the marriage.
That's right.
So yes, yes, Pastor Clive. So this book is hopefully to help you to think about everything that comes after for the next 5, 10, 20, 50 till death we do part. This book is to help you to make sure that you navigate your relationship in a healthy biblical way.
Wow, wow. We know that marriage is not something that we take just lightly. We should go into it advisably, where you have all the advice that you can get, all the resources that you can get. Because I realize nowadays it's like divorce is just on the top of the list of why we're having issues. The reason why we just we get frustrated and say, hey, you know what, enough is enough. The D word is out and family life and is happening. But in the book, you talk about the struggles that you'll face while being in, some of the stuff that you can avoid while being in the marriage. But by reading the book, you will realize that it will help you navigate. That you need counselors, you need people to help you have a balance circle that people can really, talk to you about. Go ahead and talk to us about some of the things that we need to look at before we get into marriage.
So one of the things that I advise anybody to do, the first thing is to really seek the counsel of your pastors. Pray. I know a lot of us we have gone into relationships. I know I have before getting married, and we based it on feelings. And thank God by this grace, I learned that you need to seek them in the multitude of counsel. There is safety. And so get your people that mean a lot to you involved. Let them see that potential individuals right away because sometimes people can see what we cannot see,
That's right.
especially your pastors and especially your parents. So sometimes we are caught up in emotions. So in the multitude of counsel, because you don't want to get too emotionally involved, because one thing you can't do, you can't talk anybody out of love.
Oh boy.
And if you find yourself, yes, if you find yourself
Don't
getting
support that. You
emotional,
can't talk. You can't talk anybody out of love. That means
yes,
if a person does love somebody, that's going to do it regardless of what you're. That's what.
yes, 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 because the feelings have gone too far. So please, before, this is a matter, I think, yes, relationship is a matter of heart, but it's also a matter of head. You have to use your head. You have to use your wisdom, and you have to go and seek counsel, and also ask others what they do. There's exercises in the book, as a matter of fact. One of them is to seek a couple that that has a healthy relationship, that have been married at minimum at least 10 years, and then ask them what is the best thing that they find in their marriage. What is the struggles? What do they think they wish they knew before getting married? So
That's
that is
good.
one of the exercise I have in this book. So
Wow.
this book is written with very practical applications for you to assess where you stand relationally, with the exercise that are included.
Where do I find this book? Where's this book? Where can they find it?
Yes, so you can find it currently. It's on Amazon. It is on Amazon, and it's also on my website, which is www.aspirecoaching1.com. You can also find it on my website.
Wow, wow, wow. So you hear it. You can find the book on Amazon. You can go over there, look for the book. And of course, she's going to mention it again before we close so that you can definitely find it today. All right. So talk about, persons who would have been in some uh, not so healthy relationship, the book will probably help us to navigate this time, the terrain of being in a broken relationship. And oftentimes we are in a broken relationship. We stay with it because of the children, and it's still not healthy. You're toxic. You're not, you yourself not healthy because of what you're passing through, but you're staying with it. And a lot of time people stay in a broken relationship for years. Husband sleeping in a different room or on a couch or wherever he's staying. And then what happens is, when the kids them grow up, they say enough. You wonder, my God, you are 50, been together for 20, 30 years, and why now? Oh, we were done long time ago. Talk to us.
Okay, so a lot of the times we find that people don't know how to build healthy communication. When you find that your marriage or it starts to break down, it takes two people to build a marriage. It can't be one. Okay. The one thing I'd advise, sleeping in separate rooms, I would not advise that, because you're giving more room now for the enemy. You're giving yourself more room for division. Sometimes when you're in the bed with your partner, even though you're frustrated, sometimes you could touch a foot or touch a shoulder, touch something, and you don't know what could create that spark to reunite again. But if you start sleeping in different rooms now, it's gonna be harder to create those sparks. So please, I would advise anybody in there, you should not get to the point that you cannot at all be in a room. And if that is the case, you have to come to an agreement. You have to come in agreement as where do we go from here? And both people have to be willing to, because remember, when you got married, you said for better or for worse. So when you're in your worst situation, you have to put your feelings aside. Marriage, I said in my book, is not for the faint in heart. I quote that in the book. This is one of my, it's not for the faint in heart. If you are a person that don't like conflict and everything wants to be great, probably marriage is going to be a different arena, because it's to die. Marriage is meant for us to die. And when we start dying to self and long suffering, those are the fruits that we don't want to talk about.
Wow.
So I would advise anybody, as you said, Pastor Clive, if you're getting to that place, go back and ask the Holy Spirit, because he might want you to bear the fruit of long suffering. And that is where agape love will come in.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, yes, yeah. So
So in marriage, we need to have not just only in church. You need to have long suffering. You have to have long suffering in your marriage.
100, yes, 100%. You'll
Right.
be tried in that. You'll be tried in that arena, And I really believe that it's the love of God. The love of God will help you because it's that unconditional love. You have to give your partner, your spouse, that same grace that God has given to you. You have to look and say, wait a minute, take the plank out of your eye. So if you are not perfect in an area and God is dealing with you,
That's right.
shouldn't you do the same to your spouse?
Wow.
Because
Wow.
yes,
Man, no. This is really good. You know, when you were talking about don't come from out of the room, just stay in the bedroom. You don't know when you can spark. You know, if you have a vehicle, you don't take the battery from under the bonnet. You leave it
yeah,
trying to get a
yes,
spark. All right. So
yes.
keep it, keep it, keep it underneath the bonnet.
Right, that's right, that's right. Keep it there.
Keep it
Yes.
there.
Amen.
Marriage is a beautiful thing, you know, and healthy marriages, and it's good to be able to. The book is help you along the way to maintain that healthy relationship, and it balances you out. You know, so we want you to come out on the 15th of June to for the book launch, and of course, I want you to also go on the platform and buy a book. You know, even if your marriage is perfect, give it to a sister or a brother that is struggling. Go on there, purchase this book. We're voting for this book. We're saying that yes, it's good. I know that Pastor Odette had gone through it already, and she's going through it. And of course, I scanned through it. I did, as I said, I did not read the entire thing, but basically what I've read so far and look at, it is a good book for those that are entered into marriage and those that are in marriage. And, you know, because sometimes the baggages that you bring into marriage, this book will help you to balance and navigate when you come into marriage with a whole bunch of baggage. Let you know this morning that we all have baggages, so don't worry. But how do we deal with them when we get into marriage? So, Miss Brown, Sister Nisha, I'll call her Nisha, right?
Yes, it's good. It's good.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Let's talk to the listeners again. I want you to let them know the reason why they should get the book and also where they can get it. And we'll try to put the link somewhere that they can at least uh,
Yes.
find it.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So, so if you are even in a positive prospect situation, get the book because it deals with financial, mental,
That's a big.
spiritual, emotional. Yes, in the book physically. I call it all fours. We deal with all fours because marriage is not a one-dimensional thing. It's a four-dimensional: spirit, finance, mental, and physical. Those are four dimensions. And in the book, we deal with all four of those dimensions, right? So that's another reason why I would encourage you because finance, you know, that's a big one today. They have us working so much. We cannot, gone are the days when, you know, stay-at-home moms are living on one income. So, you know, we need to make sure that talk about how the plans, who's going to stay home, how do you want to raise your children, how do you want the future to look like? You have to have a plan. Without a vision, as you know, Pastor Clive, it says the people perish.
That's right.
And you know, many of us, I myself and my husband, you know, when we got married, like we didn't know so much about the vision, and now 12 years in, we're like, okay, you know, we see every year we have to have a little blueprint. What are we going to do this year? What are we going to do next year? So the book
That's right.
also talks about having a vision, right? Because a vision, when you grow together with the same vision, or you agree with your spouse's vision, it's going to make for the marriage better. But my one of my favorite verses is Psalms 127 verse 3. And for those of you, be encouraged because it says he heals the brokenhearted and he binds up their wounds. There's
Wow.
nothing that God cannot do. There's no wound, there's no situation, there's no marriage that's gone too far that God cannot heal, and he can heal you and he can heal the situation. So that's one of my favorite verses because I know myself, I've seen the healing power of God. So he heals the brokenhearted and he binds up the wounds, and we all could use healing, even if it's not in our marriage, even within ourself, because this book, it also talks a lot about self.
That's right.
So it's not about looking at your spouse. It first starts with here, looking at yourself. So we all can use some healing. So for those of you that want to be fuller and wholer and healed, this book is for you.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much for coming on this morning. Of course, join us live on June 15th in our studios. Oh, Nisha, she will be live with the book launch. And of course, we want you to get this book. And we're going to ask her again one more time to just let them know where they can find the book. And yeah, go ahead, sis.
Yes, good morning to my beautiful people. Once again, the book is available on Amazon, amazon.ca or amazon.com. Also, you can find it on my website, which is www.aspirecoaching1.com. So you can find it on those two platforms.
Wow. Thank you so much for coming on this morning. Please go over to Amazon and, of course, onto the website. We're going to put it somewhere where you can find the link as well. So we're going to do that for you this morning so that you can find the book. Please get it. Tell your loved ones. Tell your pastor. Tell your friend. Tell everybody that there's a book is out and it's there to save marriages before you get into it and after you are in it. All right? God bless
Yes.
you this morning. Thank you for joining us right here live with Pastor Clive on HGG Radio. Coming up next this morning is our Ironman podcast with Dr. Lincoln Bryan this morning. All right? God bless you as we see you on the other side.
Are you feeling hopeless, disappointed, even unfulfilled in your relationship? Whether you're single, engaged, married, separated, or divorced. From the beginning of time, this one thing is for sure. Couples have wrestled in their relationships, and now more than ever, the family is being attacked. From finance, communication, infidelity, incompatibility, it is hard to push past these barriers. With this book, Relationship Barriers, you are sure to be equipped when you learn the principles that will bulletproof your union and take your relationship to a whole new level. Where love, joy, peace, and understanding is your ever after.
Join us on June 15th at 1 p.m. MST on HGG Radio for the book launch, Relationship Barriers, Spiritual and Natural, with author Novia Nisha Hudson. Don't miss it.
You heard it on this morning, June 15th. Come out live. We will be here live with Nisha Hudson on HGG Radio. The book is out and ready for you to receive. God bless you as you tune into HGG Radio. The Lord bless you.
Yes, I love you.